Hello everyone, Treecks here, and welcome back to The Legend of Zelda Oracle of Seasons. A continuation of Oracle of Ages, at least in my playthrough. You can also do it the other way around. But I think I've already explained that, at least I can remember. It's been a couple of days since I actually last played. I'm not entirely sure what precisely I covered in my talking. But anyway, last time we beat the first dungeon, that I do remember. And now we are actually going to try to find the second one. However, the Maku Tree actually pointed us towards something else, not per se the direction of a second dungeon, but more about the Temple of Seasons. That place that General Anox actually plummeted into the ground, into a mysterious land. It looks like we are first going to have to try to find that. First up, we are going to be continuing with the trading sequence. If we actually go north from the screen where we actually found Din for the first time, we can actually find there's a cuckoo house here. And there's a girl living here. The first item we got in the trading sequence was of course the cuckoo decks. So I think bullying the cuckoos and trying to get hurt by them is not something we're going to be able to do in this game. It's a staple thing in some Zelda games, but it is actually not in this game. Even though we are still able to hit them for some reason. My dad, Talon, went to climb Mount Cuckoo. So, I have to care for our hens. But there is so much I don't know. Say, is that a cuckoo dex? That would be a big help. May I have it? Sure. Really? Thank you. Take this. This is a Lon Lon Egg. These eggs are all the rage with the cute girls. Well, I can remember Maple actually asking about the Lon Lon Egg. I'm just not too sure if she actually falls under the category of cute girls. She's more like annoying. But anyway, we already have the item that she actually requested. You were actually a bit too early with bumping into me, Maple. But next time we are actually going to meet her, we are not going to be dropping any items. We are just going to be dropping this Lon Lon Egg. So, in the meantime, we can actually continue with our quest. In order to continue with the story, we actually need to exit Horon village from the east. There's also an east exit. Up until Dungeon 1, that exit is going to be blocked. But now that we have Ember Seeds, we are going to be able to leave the city on the eastern side. As you can see, we have these burnable trees over here. So, let's go start burning some more wood. Oh, first this guy wants to talk. Wait, young traveler. I am a wandering prophet, Sokra. Ah, I feel it. Spring, summer, autumn, winter. The four spirits are calling you. Make no mistake. The Temple of Seasons is still hidden in this world. If you can find the temple, then pay a visit to the spirits who live there. Surely they can help. Farewell. Alright, thank you for being mysterious. But it is indeed going to be relevant to what we are doing. It looks like the Temple of Seasons is indeed going to be our next destination. Now, we have entered an area that is officially called the Eastern Suburbs, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Eastern Suburbs, I remembered correctly. From here, we actually need to make our way north. This cave over here is not relevant for right now. It actually leads to a place where the Song of Storms is playing for some reason. Just remember, this is actually going to be our way to get to the top of this hill. There's going to be a dude standing up there. Yeah, you're going to be able to see him from this screen. We currently don't have anything for him yet. And therefore the mill guy, like I always call him, we're going to be ignoring for now. And speaking of ignoring, there's one thing we surely don't want to ignore. The next screen over here, we're going to be finding something. And it's actually going to explain the two-world system here in Oracle of Seasons. Watch. Oh, hello. Ah, it's horrible. Temple? Like, fell into Subrosia. Subrosia? What's a temple? Subrosia is a secret place. I must return in secret, without being seen. Oh no, not more Metal Gear. As if I'm not playing enough stealth games by now. No, please don't. I'm bad at stuff like this. Just check my Metal Gear project. I suck at this. But anyway, there is this mysterious girl. Not even sure what kind of species she is. She looks interesting at least. And she's talking about Subrosia, and more importantly, a temple actually fell into her quote-unquote land. And that happens to be what we're searching for, a temple. Just make sure you're not spotted, otherwise you need to restart this part. You're not going to be allowed to continue if you're spotted, of course. That the game makes abundantly clear. Just make sure to stay behind the tree or something. Oh. I got lucky here, I think. But anyway, she indeed did not see me. And therefore she's going to move to that bush over there. All the way to the top left. I think we have found ourselves a cute little mystery. Here is the first vortex in The Legend of Zelda Oracle of Seasons. Unlike in Ages, there's not going to be a time switching mechanic where we can actually go 100 years in the past. Here, the two-world system actually works like this. In Holodrum, we are going to be able to find vortexes that actually take us to a second world called Subrosia. A world under the ground. If we press select, we will see it indeed has its own world map. This indeed functions as a second world in this game, comparable to the present and past from Oracle of Ages. This game also has two worlds. The second one in this game being Subrosia. Whoa! A temple fell into the East Plaza. My, what strange clothes. Where did you find them? Yeah, apparently in Subrosia all the people wear is actually hoods. But anyway, we need to find this temple. That is obviously what we are after. The volcanoes have been acting up because of the temple. Stop quoting the temple all the time. These people don't know what a temple is. And what do we have over here? Subrosian hot springs. And down below, the Subrosian dance hall. Now, the Subrosian dance hall might actually be interesting to check out. I've got some notes that actually say that there's something we can get from here. So I guess we are going to do this first, now that we're here. Let's go see what we need to do. This is the Subrosia dance hall. Good dancers get a prize. We're about to practice. Would you like to dance with us? Yeah, apparently I can win a prize. Then join the circle. Need instructions? Yeah, I don't think this is going to be the same as the Goron dancing, so... Try to copy what I do. On do, step right. Do. On da, step left. Da. On D, hold a pose. Don't mess up or bump into people near you. Got it? Right, I see. We need to use the left, right and A buttons on Q. Let's go see how this works. Right, A, A. Right, right, right. Easy. A, right. Right, right, left. A, right, A. Right, A, right. Right, right, A. A, left, right. Left, right, A. Left, right, right. Left, right, right. Oh, that was it apparently. Not so difficult. You're pretty good. You're our best dancer today. Here is your prize. This is where we can actually get the Boomerang in this game. Use it to stop enemies in their tracks. Well, this is a lot easier than Goron dancing, I must say. Especially since there are no different levels here. You can actually do this for more advanced dancing, where it can actually become really difficult, but that will actually not give you any unique rewards anymore. It's just going to be for gacha seeds and rings and stuff like that. In the meantime, we can actually only go over here. All of the other pathways seem to be dead ends. Also applies to that route, apparently. Going down here. To the main area of Subrosia. Grab items, hit switches, and stun beasts from far away. Boomerangs are so useful. Allow me to join you. I've got one myself as well. See if I can synchronize my throw with him. Oh, that one was pretty good. Nice. Anything else of interest over here? Going east. Need to go towards the East Plaza after all. And this looks like to be it. Giant building over here. And if we check our map, you will see it is actually called the Temple of Seasons. It is now in Subrosia, thanks to Onyx. This huge block of 16 tiles over here, that is going to be the Temple of Seasons. It actually belongs in Holodrum, but is currently no longer in Holodrum. You have finally come! When the temple was buried, I thought perhaps you wouldn't come to see me. This Temple of Seasons is where we 4 spirits reside. I've waited a long time for you. Do you like spring? Or summer? Fall, perhaps? But no, you must love winter. Get the Rod of Seasons and visit us, who wait in each of the 4 corner towers. 4 corner towers. 4 spirits of season. Let's first make our way towards the main tower. Before we can actually work with the spirits of the seasons, there's one important thing we need to get first. That we can find on this altar. You got the Rod of Seasons. With the powers of the season spirits, it can change the seasons. Now bring the Rod of Seasons to us, season spirits, in the 4 towers. Yeah, the Rod of Seasons is able to actually change the seasons in our favor. However, it does not work on its own. It is currently powerless, you might say. We first need to equip the power of the season spirits. Easily accessible, there's a switch on the other side over here, which we can hit easily. Use Boomerang or bombs. With it we can talk to the Spirit of Winter. Thank you for coming, child of the crested hand. The Spirit of Winter has been waiting for you. Din is our dear friend. Now, let me bestow the power of the Spirit of Winter on the rod you hold. When you swing the rod from atop a stump, the seasons shall change. In winter, the waters freeze and the snows pile up. Visit the other 3 spirits too. Please, hurry to Din's aid. The Rod of Seasons has been blessed with a wintry chill. Climb atop a stump to call forth winter. Now we have the ability to actually change the season into winter. It would be very nice if we are also able to actually change it into the other 3, right? But you know how Zelda mechanics work, I think. It is not going to be that easy. First talk with the Maku Tree. So, the item was actually the Rod of Seasons. New roads will surely open with its power. I dreamt of woods in the east. There may be an essence there. Treecks, can you go for me? Still not able to go yourself? Well, no matter. There's one other thing we also are not able to do, and that is getting to the other towers. As you can see, there's a stream of lava over here. The northwestern tower. Also a problem, because locked door. And the southwestern tower, one for spring, does not even have an access way, so... It is tempting to actually fill the Rod of Seasons with all 4 of the spirits right now, but we simply can only input the Spirit of Winter. Here, in this game, we actually need to learn the other 3 later. Right now, we are only allowed to use the winter powers. But for that, we first need to leave this place again. Subrosia is also blocked off for the most part. And with the Rod of Seasons in hand, we are actually allowed to leave again. Returning to Holodrum. And actually taking a look at that eastern forest the Maku Tree talked about. Perhaps that is where we can find the next essence of nature. Oh, it's this guy again. Hello. So crowd was, right? That's it. You have the Rod of Seasons. If that Rod of Seasons held the powers of the season spirits, you could change the seasons. But I see, it only has the power of winter. Swing the rod from atop that stump. Its power will be unleashed. Do you understand? Okay, it works on stumps apparently. Nice to know. If the Temple of Seasons has sunk into some land called Subrosia, there must be other entrances to the Subrosian land. We must find them. Perhaps you will even go to the Temple of Seasons again. So, we part. We're definitely gonna go towards the Temple of Seasons again. We only have one power after all. And from this point on, it is actually going to be required to use it, because as you can see, the rest of the eastern woods is not going to be accessible. We are going to drown in water if we actually try to go further east. But of course, there's a simple way to solve it. We can actually equip the Rod of Seasons, change the season into winter, and this little lake, that used to be a drowning hazard, is now frozen. And since Link does not have the ability to swim, this is our way to actually get across from here. That is how this game is going to work for the most part in its overworld. A lot of puzzles in the overworld involving the changing of seasons. That is what we can expect. Oh, the screen actually has a great fairy. Perhaps not a bad idea to actually check that out. I'm not full health after all, and therefore this is a good idea. And now we continue. Here we have another stump. Might actually be necessary to use, because this tree is going to be too big otherwise. This one is going to be 2 tiles big. Unless it is winter, then it's actually dead, and therefore it is smaller. And we can pass it. And that's where we actually enter the next section. Over here the season changes into summer again, automatically. I'm not able to actually bring winter along from the previous screen. Right, this cave. Let's see what we have in here. A chest. A rupee chest. Might be something different in it if you play the game regularly. That actually also changes from a regular game and a linked game. Sometimes the quote-unquote regular chests in the game will have different contents. For this one I'm not too sure. It might always be a rupee chest now that I think about it. Now, going further east I think. There's another tree stump over here. So we do have the ability to change the season into winter in this area as well. There's also another cave. This looks unpassable. Sunken Falls. Headwaters in Sunken City. Well, it's not accessible for me right now, so... Let's just remember this cave for later on. The moment we are able to swim. Right now, we're going to change the season into winter. Since that is the only season power that we have right now, I think we can safely assume that it's indeed going to be required. Hey, look what we have here. A pile of snow. And because of the pile of snow, we are actually going to be able to access this house. Through its chimney. Because as you can see, there's some snow in front of the door. So the doorway is not going to be accessible. But this way, we can still go in. Hello, ma'am. Ah, you startled me. Winter sets in all of a sudden. And then down my chimney comes... You're not Santa. You don't scare me. Now, take this shovel and clear the snow away from my walkway. Keep the shovel when you're done. And this way we actually get the shovel. Now we can start digging. Let's see if we're digging it. Whenever it's winter, we are actually going to be able to shovel snow, you might say. Of course, the other ways of shoveling is still possible. You can still dig up the regular tiles in this game, whether they be grass or otherwise. Of course, hard tiles we're not able to dig. But this way, we once again have the ability to start digging in this game. Another item that actually appears in both Oracle of Ages and Oracle of Seasons. And now let's go check out my notes to see if this tree is safe. Looks like it is not, but I will still actually open it up. Just to show it off. It's over here. Hi, old man. My research actually told me not to talk to you, but I'm still going to burn down your tree. Oh, so fun to do. Let's go see if we can find that dungeon. It's time for us to find ourselves a second dungeon, I feel. Getting pretty deep into these woods already. A piece of heart over there, but non-accessible apparently. Not even wintry conditions can actually change that. That said, we still need to change it into winter. Because otherwise we're not going to be able to pass these trees. Shovel. More moblins. Easy. Yeah, here's a lot of snow. Safe to say that the shovel is a required item therefore. In case you did not notice yet. Shovel is indeed required, otherwise you're not going to get past here. And then we find the first seed tree in this game. Technically the second, but the one in Horon village actually did not have any seeds yet. Here we can actually get mystery seeds. Also a returning seed type. Remember, those are actually able to make those owl statues talk. We've got more functions of course, but this is one of them. Yeah, this one is just here to explain its mechanics, nothing more. So, winter time, I guess. I don't care for summer. I care for winter. Because of the rocks, we're not going to be able to access the chest this way, but we can still go in this cave. And actually find a fairy fountain yet again, I see. I'm full health, and therefore I don't care about you. Oh wait, I need to correct myself. Checking my notes, I see I do want to talk to you. In the linked game, she can actually tell you a secret. Treecks, great timing. Can I ask a favor of you? Yeah, this is a linked game. There's a man named Tingle on the edge of Lina village, who thinks he's a fairy. I want you to tell him a secret. Understand? Sure. This is it. +2H8J. Understand? Don't forget. I'm not going to be able to, I'm recording this, and therefore I'm always going to be able to look back my dialogue. I'm going to be able to remember that next time we actually start up Oracle of Ages. But for now, it is Oracle of Seasons time, and it is time for Snake Remains, the second dungeon in this game. Of course, we are going to be beginning with that next time. Hope you guys enjoyed our little trip through Subrosia and the next part of Holodrum. Next time, dungeon time. Treecks out. See you folks in the next one.